Midwestern U.S. state sits between the Missouri and Mississippi rivers. It's known for its landscape of rolling plains and cornfields. Landmarks in the capital, Des Moines, include the gold-domed 19th century state capitol building, Papa John's Sculpture Park, and the Des Moines Art Center, noted for its contemporary collections. Now, without further ado, let's get into this list. Number 5. Increase in Bigfoot sightings. Much like with increases in the number of UFO sightings since the coronavirus pandemic began, the number of sightings of the legendary Bigfoot seem to have gone up as well. There were 76 Bigfoot sightings in Iowa in 2020 alone. Number 4. The Davenport Demon. The year was 1964 in Davenport, Iowa, a decent-sized city. It lay on the Missouri River. I've only heard about the events involving this demon from people in the area, and from a few miscellaneous newspaper clippings that made their way to Nebraska. During the summer of 1964, a couple were driving along the Mississippi River on South Concord Street at night around 11 p.m. As they were driving, the woman, a Miss Clarissa Bell, pointed out something weird in the river water. Almost immediately after, something horrendous reared from the water and raced across the road, as put by Clarissa Bell when interviewed a few weeks after the second sighting, when it began to be taken seriously by the media. The couple barely had time to make out what it was, and the man, a Mr. Samson Brown, slammed on the brakes. They thought they had hit whatever it was. Clarissa was terrified, so opted to stay in the car as Samson Brown got out to check it out. While the car had been splashed with river water, it was undamaged, and they returned to town, only mentioning it as an oddity to their friends. Number 3. Bulletproof Bat. It was fall of 1903. And several of Van Meter's most prominent men were about to encounter the strangest sight of their lives. The monster came out at night. It stood about 9 foot tall and had wings like a bat. There was a horn on its head, which it used to shoot a beam of light. Witnesses claimed that it had a distinct odor to it and that it moved at impossibly fast speeds. Accounts of the creature's nightly appearances were often the same. Someone of note from the town saw the creature flying or moving about, and as any good early 20th century man would do, they shot it. Bullets did nothing to stop Iowa's most powerful monster, and it carried on. Number 2. Cold Terror. The person reporting the sighting would like to remain anonymous. Having seen a fair amount of strangeness in my life, I don't normally startle easily. That was until after this incident. Now I'm paranoid and jumpy, always afraid. I was out one afternoon checking some traps I'd set for some pesky raccoons. That's when I came upon big footprints in the snow from the pasture to the river. Then I saw it. This creature that stood between 7 and 9 feet tall. I was so frightened that I could not move a muscle. Totally paralyzed I was. That's all I can recall because I fainted from hyperventilating. I think maybe I saw a Sasquatch. Number 1. Joker and Jack. Monticello is home to the 150-year-old Edinburgh Manor. The home is rumored to be haunted by a ghost named the Joker. The Joker is a violent spirit known to choke visitors. The Joker is only one spirit. There are 2 who haunt this particular location. The second spirit is supposed to be an old butler named Jack. Why the hauntings are occurring is up for debate.